not the gun. Whatever excuse you come up with, but it's never the gun. Don't ever admit it's the gun. Don't ever admit that it's racism. Don't ever admit that the playing field is unlevel. Don't ever admit that there is a dictatorship.
There's a lot of denial going on. Just a
Yeah,
lot of denial.
100%. The citizens petition and the select board put up two amendments, articles to vote on to allow guns in town buildings, municipal buildings, and libraries.
And why do we need this? Why do we need more guns?
Because we need to have our guns, so when someone comes in to do us wrong, we can pull out our guns and kill them.
Oh,
Because when you're in the library,
because like, is that a common occurrence in the libraries at your place?
Yeah, no. But and we had one guy get up there. You want to take our Second Amendment rights? What are you going to go after next? Our free speech? I'm like, these fuckers, man. It's just, you can't make the shit up. You can't make the shit up. But we narrowly won, and they made us vote twice.
So you're not going to have guns in the...
No, not allowed.
And
not allowed.
My take on the gun thing is quite simple, and I'm not trying to belittle, but people,
white
yes,
people.
Sorry, white people. Thank you. White people. We want to feel safe, but we have absolutely no intention of actually being safe. It's all about the feel. And so we think more's better, right? Like when somebody gives you candy, like you want more. Well, guns, like, yay. Hey, it's not the same thing. Every study alive on the planet shows that the more guns you have, the more likely you or someone you love will be murdered by it. And that's just a fact, and that is not more safe. But people don't care because it feels safe. It's like so
my take on it.
Tell me, what is your take?
My take on it is that white people, European settlers, colonists, invaders, genocidists, if that's a word. White people would never have committed the genocide of indigenous people without guns. They would never have been able to enslave 12 million Africans without guns.
We do love our guns.
The only reason why we have control and have succeeded, quote unquote, in colonizing this land is because of guns. As soon as they don't have their guns, then we're on an even playing field in a sense.
We can't handle an even playing field. Oh my God.
No, because we are the minority of the world. We are 10% of the world's population.
On top of that, we've shown our extreme lack of integrity and lack of everything, humility. Yeah. So like the gig's up, people.
That's right.
That's why we have to have our guns. Oh boy.
We do. We need to have our guns because, we can't compete in any other way. And we're vicious. We're evil. And we will lynch and we will kill and we will terrorize. And we have proven that for thousands of years.
We're like a violent people.
We're very violent people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I love the way Tim Wise talks about, before we were white, we were over in Europe terrorizing each other. Like, the Highlanders, the Lowlanders, the North Irish, the South Irish, the British, the Romans, all these white people just killing each other. Scotland, all of them. That's all they did is just kill each other. I mean, you see these old films of all of these white people, they just killing each other. So, again, we are a very vicious people, and I would say more man than woman. But
Okay, we go along with it because
Maybe somebody that could argue that. Um, but yeah, it's all about the guns. And so when they find out that this fascist regime of the Trump administration cannot have a regime with a public that has guns, and their 11th step to fascism is to remove guns from the people, when they understand that that's the 11th, that's the last step to
explain that.
fascism.
Explain that a little for the people in the back, would you?
For the people in the back, is that when you're in a dictatorship, you have to have complete control. So you're an authoritarian. This is in Russia, Hungary. You can look it all up.
Mhm.
Is that you must remove the threat. And us going out with no kings and protesting, all of that is great, and we need to do that. However, the threat to the dictatorship and to the authoritarianism isn't there in a sense of being a threat.
Well, it
And
was a
so
peaceful protest. It wasn't a
that's
violent.
right.
We didn't demand. We didn't have any demands. A
And
peaceful
we
protest
didn't
didn't have demands.
come to those protests with guns and show up at the White House. The 11th step to fascism is to remove the guns from citizens.
Do you think MAGA knows that?
Maga does not know that, and they don't believe that, or they think, well, they're going to take the guns of everybody else except for us,
Right.
and that's where they're really misguided if they think that somehow the Trump administration and this fascist regime is going to allow them to have guns. No. So
hell no.
guns will be removed, and it'll be very interesting. I mean, I'm hoping we stop them before it even gets to that.
Right.
With our protests, with our boycotts, with our direct action. We have to definitely use our power in economics and boycotting. No blackout, in terms of Black Friday.
Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
No purchasing.
Hell no.
No Cyber Mondays. No more Christmas. For this year, like, I think people have to understand that when we say boycotting, we're saying for a good month or two. Like, we have to understand that it has to hurt. Yes, it's going to hurt us. But at the end of the day, we have a choice to boycott right now.
Do you want to live under dictatorship, or do you want to have a month where oh gosh, you can't spend stuff? It's like,
right. But again, it's a choice right now to do it for a month or two. To really, I mean, it didn't even take 2.5 days for Disney to freak out when everyone canceled their membership. If everyone canceled their Amazon membership for a week, we would shut the shit down. So if we can get people to understand it's not forever, but it will be if we don't do it. So
temporary, either a little pain now or pain from now on.
That's exactly right.
That's
what we have to convince people and show them with these small examples, and hoping that Black Friday, the day after the National Day of Mourning, or what people call Thanksgiving, we can not, be out there protesting. So we don't need to shop. I don't know if you've ever shopped the day after Christmas. There's no fucking
one time in my entire life. It was
no
not
sales. It's all a bunch of bullshit. And I got
horrible.
so pissed. It is.
I got never again, and I haven't.
You're right. I got up so early one morning, and then I forgot thing and went back later on during the day, and they had the same shit that day and the next day, and I was just like, I am never doing this again. I lost my sleep.
I was shown an interesting video recently, and so I don't know if I'm explaining this exactly right, but try to stay with me here.
I'm with you while I'm looking.
So it was about a guy who's having a conversation with somebody online, and he was having a lot of MAGA people write back. He was having an online conversation with MAGA people and a bunch of other people about common sense gun laws.
Okay.
That common sense thing,
whatever. Yeah.
Okay. And they were like, no way, guns, guns, guns. And so he said something that was just like blew me away. He said, I don't understand why there's so many school shootings, yet there's no shootings there's none of these like deadly shootings constantly in prison. And the MAGA people were like, hello, dipstick, hello, there's no guns.
Don't have guns.
There's no guns allowed in prison. Hello. And he's like, go on.
They
And
fell right into it.
yeah,